Hello, I'm Stephen Hammond with Christian Values Investing, and today I have with me Grayson Shaw, and we're going to be talking about what's been taking place in the market over the last week. Grayson, today the minutes from the FOMC meeting with Chairman Jerome Powell was made available to the public, and it looks like they want to keep with a 0.25% drop in interest rates sometime this year. And also, they're looking to try to get full employment in some way, try to keep inflation at no more than 2% as their target. Grayson, is there anything that you think people should know about this, how it may concern their investments and how things look going forward?
I think that the Fed as well as the market as a whole are both kind of taking a wait and see approach to see what's going to happen with these tariffs. They're trying to find out what really is going to be the ultimate impact on the economy, and they're waiting a month, maybe 2 months to see what needs to happen, whether they're going to be able to cut interest rates, whether the stock market's going to end up taking off. And we're kind of doing that here as well, just waiting and seeing what's going to happen, what all these things are going to mean for the economy overall.
Yeah, we've been getting kind of conflicting data. Sometimes it's showing that inflation is raising its ugly head again. Other times it's not. So right now the market's kind of been unsettled, not knowing really which way to go and how to respond to the news that's coming out. But it looks like the Federal Reserve is staying on point with this. Tesla, Elon Musk has been in the news all over the place with Doge. But Tesla's been in the news here lately. It's done quite well. It is a company that passes our biblical screen. Can you tell the viewers a little bit about what's been going on with Tesla and why it's been in the news?
Well, it has performed really well in the last year. It's up about 85%. Over the last 5 years, it's up over 300%. And I mean, it's in the news because it's popular. Everybody's talking about Elon Musk right now, and it's done quite well. It would be a little bit different if it had taken a 20% beating in the last year, but it was mostly driven by solid earnings per share reports. It grew in every single quarter last year. It is scheduled, or the forecast says that it might dip a little bit in the first quarter of 25, but we'll wait and see what happens. But yeah, it had a very strong 2024, and that's why people are talking about it right now.
Grayson, is there anything else that's been popping up in the news that investors really need to know about so they can keep focused on it?
One thing that is kind of interesting that has been coming up is the dollar has increased a little bit in value in comparison to other currencies like the pound sterling. Also, gold has increased. Those are a couple of things that just might be something to take note of as inflation has kept on sticking where it's at, and it's just something to have in the back of your mind.
We've had some response to some of our videos here on YouTube where viewers have sent in their portfolio, and we just got one that has come in, and it's really a portfolio of mutual funds, and they've wanted us to kind of analyze these funds. Can you kind of go over this portfolio and let the viewers here on YouTube look at this portfolio and kind of break it down, what the portfolio's doing, and does it pass biblical screens, and just kind of cover this portfolio?
So what we're looking at here is a few different mutual funds, and the first two that we see have actually performed pretty well to start off 2025 year to date. Looking at the Investment Company of America, it's up about 4.65% to start off this year. Also looking at the American Mutual Fund, it's up about 4.22%. That's pretty good for especially the first 50 days of the year. Looking down at the third one that we've got, the AMCAP fund, it's up about 3.98%. It's a little bit less than the first two, but still pretty good. And then the tax-free bond fund that they have is up about 0.25%. So they're probably in a higher tax bracket. They're just looking for some tax-free income, and that's why they're in that particular mutual fund. Now, the catch here is, and the thing to look a little bit closer at, is whether they pass biblical screening or not. And so looking at this top one, we see that 70.1% of what's invested in it, of the underlying assets, so all the stocks that go into this mutual fund, go against Christian values. For the second one, it's 68.3%, and then for that third one, it's 56%. So if we're looking at this, well over half of what's invested in it would go against what a Christian would believe in, what a Bible-believing Christian would believe in. And so the question is, even though it's performed pretty well, would you be able to sleep at night knowing where that profit is coming from?
So Grayson, really the underlying question here is this portfolio may be suitable for a Christian? And the answer is probably not. If you really believe that God is the owner and you're the steward and you're managing this money for the owner God, you probably wouldn't want these three investments. Now, the tax-exempt mutual fund invests in various municipalities in a state. So therefore, this particular tax-free mutual fund would pass our biblical screens. You know, the overall performance of this portfolio is up like 2.67 on a 60-40 split. So it's had a really good first 50 days. But, you know, is returns, is that really the driving force that we should be looking at? And you'll have to answer that question. But for most of our Christian clients, the answer is no, it's not. They want to be able to sleep at night. They want to know that they're not investing in anything that goes against what they believe. So this portfolio would not be something that we would invest in here at Christian Values Investing.
If you have any stocks or mutual funds that you would like for us to take a look at and see if they pass biblical screening, reach out to us. I'll post our email, and feel free to send us one, and we'll get back to you, and we might put you on the show next time.